Yashodanandana Vrajajanandana
Yashodanandana Vrajajanandana
Yashodanandana Vrajajanandana
Yashodanandana Vrajajanandana
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjayari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjayari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjayari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjayari
Gopijala Vallabha Giridharadhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari
Gopijala Vallabha Giridharadhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari
Yashodanandana Vrajajanandana
Yashodanandana Vrajajanandana
Yashodanandana Vrajajanandana
Yashodanandana Vrajajanandana
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Acharya Jagat Guru Sri Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Fat Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharia Hastuta Rasita Shri Shrimati Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Ananta Guru Vaishnavrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridasa Kura Ki Prime Guru Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Siva Sadi Gaura Bhakti Vrinda Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shama Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai, Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Mathura Dham Ki Jai, Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath Puri Dham Jamuna Mai Ki Jai, Ganges Mai Ki Jai, Tulasi Devi Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Samaveta Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glory to Shishi Guru Shri Gauranga. Krishna Vacha Buddha Krishna Vacha Buddha Chitta Shanti Shri Krishna Vacha Buddha Gaura Karuna Sati Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narutamam Divim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nasta Praishva Badresu Itam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Utamasluki Bhakti Bhavati Nashtiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakayan Chakshulimritam Jen Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Mano Vistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swa Padantikam Bandeham Sri Gurun Sri Utapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvitam Savajutam Parijanatam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sivisikam Visamcha He Krishna Messenger Pisaguru Namastuti Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisavanasute Devi Pranamami Haripi Panchakalpataru Cha Kripa Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Srimad Bhagavatam ki Srila Prabhupada ki Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 9. Prahlad pacifies the Lord with prayers. Text number 25. Kutra sisa suti sukha mrigata mrigatrishni rupa Kutra sisa suti sukha mrigatrishni rupa Quedam kalevaram asesaru jampiroha Quedam Kalevaram Ase Sarujam Viroha Nirivedate Natujanu Apita Vidwan Nirivedate Natujanu Apita Vidwan Kama Nakalam Madhu Lavai Samayan Durapai Kama Nalam Madhu Lavai Samayan Durapai. The last line is not chanted like that. Thomas have made a tune. The last line is not chanted, it's different. Kotra Sisa Sruti Sukha Mriga Trishna Rupa Quedam Kalevaram Asesarujam Virodha Nirivedate Natujan Vajat Apita Vidwan Kama Nalam Madhu Lavai Samayan Durapai Try. Kotra Sisa Sruti Sukha Mriga Trishni Rupa Quedam Kalevaram Asesarujam Viroha Divyedate Natujanu Apita Vidwan Kama Nalam Madhu Prale Kotra Sisa Sruti Sukha Mriga Trishna Rupa Quedam Kalevaram Asesarujam Viroha Nirivedate Natujanu Apita Vidwan Kama Nalam Madhuravai Samayan Durapai Kotra Sisa Sruti Sukha Mriga Trishna Rupa Quedam Kalevaram Asesarujam Viroha Nirivedate Natujana Apita Vidwan Kama Nalam Madhvalai Samayan Durapai Kotra Sisa Sruti Sukha Mriga Trishna Rupa Quedam Kalevaram Asesarujam Viroha Nirividate na tujanojan apita vidwan. Kama nalam madulavai samayan durapain kutra. Where Asisa benedictions Shruti Sukaha simply pleasing to hear of. Mriga Trishni Supaha exactly like a mirage in the desert. Kwa where Idam this Kalebaram body Asisa unlimited Rujam of distresses Viroha the place for generating Nirividyate becomes satiated. Na, not, to, but. Janahan, people in general. Jad api, although, iti, thus. Vidwan, so-called learned philosophers, scientists, and politicians. Kama analam, the blazing fire of lusty desires. Madulavai, with drops of honey. Happiness. Samayan, controlling. Durapai, very difficult to obtain. Translation and purport by Divine Grace. A.C. Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami. Let's repeat. In this material world, every living entity desires some future happiness, which is exactly like a mirage in the desert. Where is water in the desert? Or in other words, where is happiness in this material world? As for this body, what is its value? It is merely a source of various diseases. The so-called philosophers, scientists, and politicians know this very well. But nonetheless, they aspire for temporary happiness. Happiness is very difficult to obtain. But because they are unable to control their senses, they run after the so-called happiness of the material world and never come to the right conclusion. Is it not true? Word by word. Correct. Word by word. Purport. There is a song in the Bengali language which states, I constructed this home for happiness, but unfortunately, there was a fire, and everything has now been burned to ashes. This illustrates the nature of material happiness. Everyone knows it, but nonetheless, one plans to hear or think something very pleasing. Unfortunately, all of one's plans are annihilated in due course of time. There were many politicians who planned empires, supremacy, and control of the world. But in due time, all their plans and empires, and even the politicians themselves, were vanquished. Everyone should take lessons from Prahlad Maharaj about how we are engaged in so-called temporary happiness through bodily exercises for sense enjoyment. All of us repeatedly make plans, which are all repeatedly frustrated. Therefore, one should stop such plan making, as one cannot stop a blazing fire by constantly pouring ghee upon it. One cannot satisfy oneself by increasing plans for sense gratification. The blazing fire is Baba Mahadabagni, the forest fire of material existence. This forest fire occurs automatically, without endeavor. We want to be happy in the material world, but this would never be possible. We shall simply increase the blazing fire of distress. Our desires cannot be satisfied by illusory thoughts and plans. Rather, we have to follow the instructions of Lord Krishna. Sarva dharman parityaja mam ekam saranam braja. Then we shall be happy. Otherwise, in the name of happiness, we shall continue to suffer miserable conditions. That is the end of Srila Prabhupada's purport to text 25 of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 9, entitled Prahlad Pacifies the Lord with Prayers. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, this is the truth. This is the truth. The truth is that in this material world, it is a hard struggle for existence. And this hard struggle is considered civilization or happiness. Or struggling to overcome the miseries of material existence offered to us by material nature. It is not enjoyment. Struggle is not enjoyment. It is suffering. So, every living entity is sufficiently struggling to become very happy, to become very satisfied, to become very free, completely free. There are so many organizations in this material world. Organization for African unity. So there's unity in Africa? Eh? There's unity? There is organization for the United Nations, so uniting the whole nations. There's unity in the nations. The purpose, any person call for any organization, the purpose, anybody call for any community, any organization is what? Come and worship me. I'm the head here and you are my servant. I can pacify your ego by appointing you as my minister, but the ultimate end is you can be my servant. That is the conclusion. All organizations, all parties, We cannot be happy in this world. That is a fact. We cannot be happy in this world. Why? There is no peace in this body, right? There is no peace in this body. There is no peace in these bodies. And all these bodies come to gather together for peace. Frustrated bodies are coming together. They come and be happy. How? How frustrated bodies going to come together and be happy? What is going to make us happy? What is it? No, I want to know. What is going to make us happy? This body is full of miserable situation, not happy. All these bodies are the same thing. And we are coming together to happiness. What is going to make us happy? What is there that all of us have gathered for to make us happy? What is it? Illusion. That is the chamber of illusion, ignorance. We have all gathered around to show our might. I'm better than you. You are better than me. And we fight. Because we don't have what we are looking for each other. We don't have it. Getting empty vessels together. What would they do? If you gather empty vessels together, what would they do? They make noise. That's all. That's the only noise you get. Everybody's barking at each other seriously. Because we are all empty. I want to use you to fill my emptiness. You want to use me to fill your emptiness. You cannot fill your emptiness by me because I'm empty also like you. So illusion gathers us together to celebrate our ignorance. And that is civilization in the material world. It's civilization. It is called civilization. Civilization. So the politicians, the philosophers, and the scientists, they are the biggest number one fools. And are gathering other fools together. This is the problem. So Srila Prabhupada requested here that every one of us should follow the standard set by Prahlad Maharaj. Why? He is not a fool like us. He is not empty like us. He is full. Yesterday he said, Krishna, give me the shelter of the pure devotees. The pure devotees are full with Krishna Prema. They are full. They are not frustrated people. Mahatmana tu man parta devim prakritim ashita. Devim prakriti. The Mahatmas are not deluded because they are under the divine energy of Krishna. They are not deluded. Therefore they are called Mahatmas. Mahatma. The great souls. Not deluded. Until we approach the Mahatmas who are not deluded, they can also make us become undeluded. The fools gathering together, what would they do? We will simply expand our ignorance and fight and quarrel. That is what is happening all over the world. Fighting. Because we are all empty barrels coming together. They will fight. Why? Have you seen dogs living together peacefully before? Dogs. When dogs come together, they bark at each other for no reason. For no reason, they just bark at each other. When you look at it, no reason. You just see each other and, oh, you're not from here. Why are you here? Why are you here? I want to come and take the little coat I have that's not sufficient for me. Not sufficient for me. You're coming to interfere. If you go to beg a poor man, if you go to beg from a poor man, what will happen? If you go to a poor man for begging, what will happen? When he sees you, he's angry. Once a poor man sees you, he's angry. What have you come here for? To come and take the little I have, which is not sufficient for me. Go away and don't come here. Pure devotee never send anyone away. Why? They are very, very rich. They have surplus. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, look at my goods. So heavy, I have to get customers to dispute them. He didn't say, oh, I have too little. I have goods which have to be distributed. I cannot take it, but I have to distribute them at all costs. That is pure devotees. They have to deliver. In America, some Indians, they told Prabhupada, Swamiji, this is America. This is not India. In India, yes, you can wear this, I swear to God. Yeah, what this? You can wear this. Sit under a tree, you'll be worshipped. You get a lot of dakshina. But that is India, not America. So please, remove this thing and wear a suit. Papa said, you can do that because you came here to beg. I cannot do that. I came to give. I did not come here to beg. I came here to give. So they should beg me, they should follow me, not me following them. And he was followed. Because he has to give. He has what to give. He gave it. He distributed, which is unlimited. So we should follow the footsteps of pure devotees. Sato Brite. Follow the footsteps of pure devotees. Those who have something to deliver. They will make us happy, satisfied, enrich us with the good they have, and make us their distributor. We become their distributor. And that is a fortune. A devotee. It's a fortune of a devotee. Every single plan we make in this material world, every plan, stands a very great challenge. Great challenge. Every single plan has a serious challenge. The moment that desire is conceived, immediately the equivalent opposite challenge is already there. They are together. Like they have positive and negative cable, they are together in one place. They are always together. I constructed this home for happiness. But unfortunately, there was a fire and everything has now been burned to ashes. This is the experience of material world. We have big plans, big desires. There was one man, very, very foolish man. He was building very powerful hospital he was building. What is his intention? Once this hospital is completed, nobody will die again. I must have sufficient scientists who are very experienced to take care of this body for eternity. He died before he completed the hospital. The hospital was not completed. Why all these things? Because of ignorance. One who has the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita will immediately understand. Krishna told Arjuna, for that which is temporal cannot stay for eternity. He used the word temporal. That which is temporal, this material body, this material world, you cannot make it permanent. And that which is permanent, you cannot make it temporal. Nobody has the power to do it. The soul cannot be temporal. And the material world cannot be permanent. It is not possible. So the composition, the component of this material world, the 24 elements, which is made of 24 elements. They are Panchabhuta, Panchabhuta. They are meant to come for some time and disappear. So you cannot make it. No scientist, there's no philosopher. Where is the philosopher? He's going to. What philosophy are you going to speak to make that which is temporal? It is Krishna who made it like that. Except you are Krishna. Only Krishna can make temporal, permanent, and permanent, temporal. Only Krishna can do that. Anyone else cannot do anything. So now you look at science. Look at science. They are coming up very nicely. You understand? The scientists are coming up very nicely, very nicely. You open that app, we show that day, Chat GPT. Did you open it?
I opened it. I brought you. They say you were born in India.
That is Chat GPT. Just put it there. Utpala Prabhu.
That is the perfection, Maharaj. And then I saw that.
Yes. They gave me birth in India. I have to shoot them to court. Yes, that is how you call it? Impersonation. What do you call it? Impersonation. I have to shoot them to court. I have to pay me for that.
False information.
Yeah, that's a false information.
Information of character.
Yeah. Chat GPT. He said, if you ask him to write you a letter for application, he'll construct it for you. Just machine. Machine have computerized like that. Tell you want to write the application letter, we'll sell you. He will write it for you. Anything you want to say, he will compose it for you. You say, oh, this is wrong, do another one. He will recompose it for you. So when people look at the trend, when people look at the trend, when foolish people, not people, only foolish people look at the trend of our so-called scientists' advancement. Oh, so they're going to make life tomorrow also, right? Tomorrow they're going to make life. And some foolish people are believing that. So some people are very convinced. They come to me. They were talking. They were advertising. They were talking. I was just listening, looking at them. Look at them. They were advertising. And I heard what the devotee was also telling me. See, they are just waiting here. You better go to the satellite. Before you get there, there's no space again for you. You better go now. Or something happening there. It's a devotee talking. I look at him. So, are you telling me that? Are you telling me that someone is becoming God and a jiva is becoming a God to create a living entity? Eh? You want to convince me? Eh? There's somebody in this world going to convince me. They're fools, cheating, deceiving people. And fools are following them because we are fools like them. So we are following them. Not, we are doubting Bhagavatam, but we are believing the scientists. That's our foolishness. That's our foolishness. Yes, so many nonsense in their talking. So many nonsense. So many garbages they are feeding. And devotees are accepting. Devotees are accepting the nonsense, the garbages they are feeding to the world. Some devotees are accepting also. They are loading these garbages on their head. So their faith in Krishna is going down because of contamination. Huh? These things happen to those who are not reading Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. Those who are studying Bhagavad Gita, scrutinizingly, studying the Bhagavatam will understand that the politicians, the philosophers, the scientists, their body is constantly changing. What is the message? Huh? What's the message? They are going to leave very soon. They are going to leave the body very soon. That's the message. I will accept them when I will see them having the experience of the four Kumaras. Yes. Then I will accept, I will believe them. The four Kumaras, with their mystic power, decided we don't want this body which is full of diseases to grow. Because if the body grows, all kinds of disease, since the morning we're reading. Yeah, we're reading that in the morning. Or here. Yeah, it is here, I just read. Yes. What do I read this? I read it here. And this body is full of lusty desires. Is it not? Lusty desires. Sense enjoyment. So the Kumara, they decided, we don't want all this nonsense. Let us keep this body as babies, so that we don't have the problems of agitations. We don't want all these unnecessary things. Let's keep our body as it is. So they didn't grow old. They maintained their body as babies. A baby there's no sex desire yet, it's not manifested. It is there, dormant, not manifest yet, until it reaches a certain stage. So let us keep it like this, so it doesn't get any agitation. We don't want all the troubles. But our politicians, do have this potency? They have this power? So what are they doing? They're simply cheating people. Therefore, the conclusion is, let us follow Dhira Maharaj. Let us follow Dhira Maharaj. That is the conclusion. If you follow Dhira Maharaj, then you'll be free from all this unnecessary trouble which we are going through in this material world. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes. Comments or questions? Hare Krishna.
I'm just wondering when Bharat Maharaj realized this knowledge is bringing out now, which is very, very hard about the futile nature, the usual nature of material life and material world. Whether you have been having this knowledge before or it came out when I'm just wondering when it actually came out. No, because this information Maharaj is so wonderful.
Yes.
Especially this 24, 25, and I just wish that it should be realized by the world, or at least hear it.
Prahlad Maharaj was a Brahmana in his past life. In his past life, he's a Brahmana. Brahmana means he's studying the scriptures. And when he appeared again this lifetime, through actually it's Narada Muni. It's Narada Muni who planted him in the heart of Hiranyakasipu and injected in the womb of his wife. It's Narada Muni who did that, yes. And while he was there in the womb, Indra arrested Kayadu, wanted to kill her. So Narada Muni came and met them on the way. They were dragging her, Kayadu, they were taking her. So Narada Muni came and said, "What is it? What are you doing with this woman?" So, this is one of Hiranyakasipu. One person is already disturbing so much. Now, second Hiranyakasipu is coming. So what will happen to us? We better take care of this one now. So let us, let the one we cannot deal with, let us find a way for this one. But this one, let us kill this one before it come out. So Narada Muni said, that's a big mistake you're making. The soul in this one, although it came through a demon, but it's not a demon, it's a great devotee. You'll not be able to kill him, even if you try. You'll be able to do it. He's a pure devotee. You cannot do anything. So don't worry about that. I will keep her with me. She'll give her to me. So the Ramuni took her to his ashram and kept her there. So she was serving Narada Muni throughout the whole time. The husband was in the forest. And during this time, Narada Muni trained Prahlad Maharaj in the womb. He trained him completely. And when he came out from the womb, he's a pure devotee. Very pure. And he has also, so he has the realized knowledge. The realized knowledge revealed everything. And he also saw his father. And he saw his father has so much material opulence. He has command, he has control, he's dominating, but he's not happy. Miserable. So he said, I have seen everything. I have seen all. Please, I don't want to be miserable like this. Don't give me these material things. It's not a benediction, it is punishment. So he has this realization after his education from his spiritual master. That's the importance of meeting a guru who will give us realized knowledge. And Krishna told Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, I'm giving you knowledge and realized knowledge so that you would overcome auspicious and inauspicious things completely. That's what happened with realized knowledge. And Prahlad Maharaj got it from his spiritual master. Alright? Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.